and we will not let our hearts forget the most important thing. It's love, 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 love. It's all about love, 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 love. Everything else comes down to this. Nothing any higher on the list than love.
Hi everybody, what's going on everybody? Welcome to week 5 of my first pregnancy. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to say that. So this video is going to be long as all my videos because I have a whole lot to cover, because I know lots and lots of you have a lot of questions, and I just want to make it really clear as to exactly what happened, what transpired, and the plan for really the first trimester. Okay, so now I'll start from the very beginning because I do have some new subscribers. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. And they don't realize, or they don't know the struggle that my husband and I have been going through for the past almost 2 years. And it's been 2 years that we have been trying to conceive. So I'll tell you what we went through and up to what steps we took, and then symptoms, and we'll get into all that other stuff. So first things first, we started trying in December of 2011, and I just assumed that, you know, I would get pregnant right away because I've never been on birth control my entire life. I've never, you know, had sex like that. You always use condoms and stuff like that, so I never was, you know, never had to be on birth control because I never had unprotected sex like that. So anyway, when I was dating, so when I got with my husband, you know, he wanted to have kids, I wanted to have kids. I was already 30, and we were getting married and everything, so it's just like, why not? We're both grown adults, let's just do this thing. Nothing happened. We finally did get married in May of 2012, and we just kept going on from there. Nothing happened. Now, I started doing TTC vlogs back in April of 2012 to, you know, follow my journey, because I just didn't think that it was going to be a long journey. So fast forward to 2013, we had been married for over a year, and of course family started asking questions. People started asking questions like, what's going on? Are you guys going to have kids or not? Like, what's the hold up? When are you going to get pregnant? And it was just it was so depressing for me, because I wanted to say, you know, we're struggling, but you don't really want to tell your business like that, because you don't know if people are going to get it, or they're going to judge you, or whatever the case may be. So I would just be like, whenever the Lord, you know, says the same, you know, we'll have kids, but we are trying. So anyway, I got to the point where I was getting frustrated. It got so bad with me, I started getting depressed. I started feeling resentful, as you guys, you know, who followed my journey, you know, because it's just crazy how things happen when you're struggling to get pregnant. It's like everybody around you, even people who you feel like don't deserve to get pregnant, like the ones who are on drugs, throw their kids away in the trash can or the bushes. And I live in South Florida, so it's like every week you would hear about somebody finding an infant in the bushes, or somebody dropped the infant off, put an infant in the front of the fire station door, like just wrapped them up in a towel and just put them in the front door and left. Just left them there. And it just would ache me to, it just hurt my soul, because you know, you want to be a mother and you just hate to see people just throw away children. So I was in a bad funk for many, many months. Every single time my period would come, I would boo-hoo cry and just like, Lord, what did I do so wrong that you won't bless me? Like, and I was just so upset. Until I started thinking, like, I'm a Christian, I read the Bible, and the Bible clearly says faith without works is dead. You can want something all day long, but if you're not willing to work, God helps those that help themselves. So you want God to help you, you need to take the necessary steps to do what you need to do to get yourself together. So I said, well, we got some money, together, and we were gonna pay because we didn't have any insurance, and so we got some money together and decided we're just gonna go to the doctor to see what was going on. We paid for everything out of pocket, and so the doctor, we did a pelvic exam, they did a transvaginal exam to see, and the lady said that she saw a cyst on one of my my ovaries. And so she was just like, oh, well, you better hope that your tube is not blocked. And so, you know, that didn't make me feel good at all. So then the doctor scheduled me for an HSG, which is just simply a hysterosalpingogram, which is just a procedure where they shoot blue dye into your fallopian tubes so that it could show up on the x-ray screen to see if they were blocked. And so I went and I had all that done. I had the hysterosalpingogram done on November 1st, okay, and the procedure was extremely painful. Like, the procedure is supposed to be like 10 minutes, but after 2 minutes I was like begging the guy to stop, like, please stop. I was crying. It was horrible. And before the procedure, the nurse told me that the doctor, if he sees any blockages, he tries to, like, you know, push the dye through to unblock your tubes, you know, just like, you know, to help the woman out or whatever. And so I didn't know what was going to happen. He stopped the procedure, and then, you know, because I was crying so hard, you know, the radiologist, he took my hand and he was just looking at me in my face, even though he didn't want to tell me the results or he couldn't tell me anything, or he wouldn't tell me anything. He was just like, I promise you, you are going to be fine. I promise you. And I was just like, okay. He's like, are you going to come back and see me when you have your twins? I said, twins? Child, please, I'm trying to just have one. You talking about twins, man? You know, so I was just like, okay, yeah, sure. I'll come back if I have twins, sure. You know, because, you know, even though I was going through what I was going through in the back of my mind, I was just like, when you've been disappointed for so many months, you start to lose hope when people are trying to tell you that, you know, there is hope. You just start to lose hope. So anyway, I had a follow-up appointment and to the doctor that Monday, because I had the hysterosalpingogram like on a Friday or something. I don't know when November 1st was, but it was one of those days, and I had the appointment like Tuesday or whatever to find out what the results were. So when I went into the doctor, he didn't even explain anything to me. He just was just like, oh, it looks like one of your tubes are blocked. You're going to have to see a reproductive endocrinologist. Thank you, have a nice day. And I was just like boo-hoo crying, like my life is over. This man said I can't have kids. I called my dad, and he was just like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They don't know what they're talking about. He was so pissed off. And so I was just devastated, and I cried literally for 2 days straight. I didn't know what to do. And during that week that I had all those exams and stuff, because even before the hysterosalpingogram, I had the pap smear, the transvaginal ultrasound. We didn't do anything that entire week. And if you ever had a HSG, you know that they do it around your ovulation time. So we were kind of out for that. We thought that we were out for that time because ovulation, they did all this testing during ovulation, and we couldn't even have sex or anything because we had to wait. Because even after the HSG, we still had to wait 2 days before we could do anything, and by that time, everything was done. Like, you know, so of course, my cycle came. I was devastated again, pissed off, but I was not surprised because we hadn't done anything, because we could not, because of all the doctor visits and stuff. So what I did is, as soon as my period was over, I started taking the Fertilate, because that's what the doctor told me to purchase. And so I started taking Fertilate right after my period, and we just resumed our BDing or baby dancing, love making, whatever you want to call it. So we just started my husband was taking Fertilate for men, and I was taking the Fertilate for women, and we're also using Pre-Seed because BDing is hard on the vagina, especially if you have a husband that is well endowed, and that's just straight up what it is. It ain't bragging, but big penises, like I always say before, are just good to look at. They not You know, especially when, hold on, let me see if I'm still recording. Yeah, so, you know, BDing was hard on me, you know, physically. You know, so the pre-seed worked wonders, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't be sore, you don't have any discomfort. So after I felt like ovulation was over or whatever, I immediately started taking my prenatal vitamins. These are what they are. And so the first day of my last period was on November the 14th. So after my period lasted for like 5 days, 4 or 5 days, after that was over, started taking my Fertilate like I was supposed to, took that for a while, and then after I felt like, you know, a couple of weeks had passed, then I just went on ahead and jumped on my prenatals. And so I didn't think nothing of it. I was going to the gym because the doctor told me that I had to lose weight, because as you can see, I'm chunky, you know, so my doctor was like, I have to lose weight. And so I was at the gym running, using an elliptical, and I had just started lifting weights. And one night in particular, one night at night, I had the worst stomach cramps. And it just felt like I was extremely sore. So in my mind, I thought, well, maybe I'm doing a little too much. And so my husband was like, well, why don't you just go every other day instead of going every day, because, you know, your body has to rest. And so I said, okay, that's what I'll do then, because maybe I'm just doing too much. So fast forward, I start just doing my normal thing, didn't notice anything else, you know. My husband and I had been like fussing a lot, you know, because he's just been getting on my damn nerves. So I was already started with the moodiness. So anyway, so fast forward to last week. Strangest thing happened. So since I was so sore at the gym, my husband suggested that I take a sit-down bath. Now, don't take sit-down baths, because I don't take sit-down baths. Because I just feel like you're sitting in your own dirt. And so that day, I was so sore that day. My belly was hurting me so bad from what I thought was working out. I filled the tub with water and put some Epsom salt in there, and I was in the tub soaking. The very next day, I get a yeast infection. I was like, what the hell is going on? Now, I haven't gotten a yeast infection since I got married. Since I've been with my husband, like, I have not gotten a yeast infection in 2 years. I was like, what the hell is going on? How the hell did I get a yeast infection? Didn't know what was going on. So I went to the store, got the medicine, and it cleared up in 4 days. Literally 4 days, it just completely cleared up. I was like, that is so damn strange. Why the hell did I get a yeast infection? So my cycle was supposed to come on, I'll tell y'all right now, because you know I know. My cycle was supposed to come on last week, Wednesday. Now, my cycle before, when I had my cycle on the 14th, it came on cycle day 27. I started spotting, and then AF came. And so I was looking for my period to come on Tuesday. No spotting, no nothing. I was like, okay, cool, maybe it's late. So the very next day, the same thing happened. No period, no spotting, no nothing. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Now, my period, the latest it's ever been, was cycle day 29. So I said, if it doesn't come by cycle day 29, I know I'm pregnant. Cycle 29 came, cycle 30 came, and then when I looked on the calendar, I was just like, when was my last period? I went back to my wonderful calendar. I said, oh my God, today's the 13th. My last period, the first day of my last period was November 14th. I will be almost 4 weeks pregnant. So I know I'm pregnant. Man, I was so damn happy. Now, I didn't take no pregnancy test. I hadn't done anything to even confirm that I was really pregnant. I just knew, because my period, number one, has never been that late. And I've always said that, you know, on the anniversary of the first day of my last period, if I reach that point, I know I'm pregnant. You feel me? So I had a follow-up visit, because after the hysteroscopenogram, and I went to the doctor, and this man told me whatever, he scheduled me for a follow-up appointment in six weeks from that date of the histero. And when he told me what he told me, I didn't even think that I was going to go back over there, because he was making it seem like I didn't need to go back, that he didn't have really nothing else to discuss with me. So their office called me, was like, oh, Shatika, did you know you had an appointment on Tuesday for your infertility follow-up or whatever? And I was just like, no. And this was on a Friday. So I said, well, you know what? I said, do you do pregnancy tests? Like, how much does it cost to do a pregnancy test? Because I didn't really want to give them no more money. You know what I'm saying? Because they pissed me off and ruined my life. So I was just like, you know, do you do free pregnancy tests? They was like, oh yeah, sure, we do a free pregnancy test if you want us to do one. And so and I said, because I'm late. And so I made the appointment for as early as I could make it, because I couldn't wait. So I made it for 10:30. So I went to the doctor, and the first thing the lady did was like, let me take some urine, you know, as a precaution or whatever, and to see what's going on. So I peed in the cup, and I was like, man, I know I'm pregnant. They can't tell me nothing, honey. Tomorrow is, you know, 1 month. I know I'm pregnant. So the lady had, you know, one of those dollar store cheapies or whatever, and she dipped it in the pee or whatever the case may be, and put it to the side and started taking my blood pressure and asking me a bunch of questions or whatever the case may be. So then she went back to the test, and she looked at it, and then she handed it to me. That damn test line was so damn dark. I said, oh! I just jumped back. I hit because the chair was against the wall. I jumped back, and I was just like, you know, in your mind you know, but just to see it in front of your face, I was just like, and I was just crying like, oh my God, I'm pregnant, oh my God. I was just like crying, like uncontrollably crying, and she was just like, calm down. She's like, I guess she didn't want me to bust a gut or something. She was like, calm down, calm down, calm down. And then, of course, King A-hole extraordinaire, aka the sorry doctor, he came out there, what's going on? What's the matter? And I was just like, oh, I just found out I'm pregnant. He's just like, okay, so what you crying for? I was like, he's so rude. He's so rude. I was looking at him like, clearly he didn't remember me. So of course he thought that, okay, you're pregnant. Whoop-de-doo, what's the big deal? Like, dummy, you just told me I couldn't have any kids. That my tubes were blocked. And so I finally went in to see him, and he was just going through all this rigmarole, and then he wanted me to do a transvaginal ultrasound. And I was like, no, sorry, not doing that today. I didn't want to give them no more money. I didn't want him screwing around, because the lady who did the transvaginal, she was horrible. Like, she hurt me, you know, and I was like, no, I don't want you to do anything to hurt myself or cause me to lose this pregnancy, because y'all weren't exactly gentle the last time. So screw that, and I'm not giving y'all no more money. I have insurance. He was trying to sign me up for Medicaid and all that. I was like, boop, no, I have insurance, thank you. I will be going to the doctor, and I had already set up my appointment for my new doctor for January the 9th to discuss, to actually request them to redo the hysterosalpingogram like I told y'all the last time, because I thought, you know, it didn't work because I didn't have any pain medicine. So I was going to ask to get it redone over. So I already had my doctor picked out and everything ready to go. My appointment set for January 9th. I didn't want nothing to do with this man. I was just using them for a free pregnancy test so that they confirm the pregnancy. And then he just happened to give me all of my test results, blood test results, all of my records, everything. So that was a win-win on my part for going back. So I have all of my records. I don't have to see them no more, because he was just like, oh, well, he told the receptionist to set up an appointment for me because he wants to see me again. And I was just like, no, don't bother. I'll call you. Don't call me. You know, just like that. But he was so rude. And then, but the lady who did my transvaginal, she's real nice to me. And she was just, you know, looking at all of my scans and was just like, yeah, this pregnancy is going to be good. Just, you know, be careful. Don't do anything or whatever. And just giving me advice, and she was so happy. But because, you know, the doctor, he's like Mr. Rudeness, she was like talking low and was just like, yeah, I'm so happy for you. She was everybody was really, really nice except for Rudeness. And so I left there, and I was just so excited. I called my mom, and she's like, I told you, girl, there was nothing wrong with you. I told you. I was like, you know what I'm saying? And so everybody was really happy. I called my husband, and he was just like, he just didn't know what to think. He was just like, for real, for real? Well, what we gonna do? I said, what you mean what we gonna do? We gonna just do what we've been doing. And so, so crazy. And then after my husband got off work, no, fast forward or whatever, sorry, I'm like, whatever. So when I got home, I said, well, I bought pregnancy tests, digital pregnancy tests in bulk. So I was just like, well, if the cheapy dollar store test came up positive, I want to see that big fat positive sign. So I took the digital and I recorded. That's when I recorded it with y'all, because I had just came from the doctor. Sorry, y'all, I got my nose is bothering me. Nose issue. I had just, when I recorded that positive pregnancy test video, I had just came from the doctor, but I wanted to see it for myself, but I didn't want to waste the test just doing it privately. I wanted to do it with y'all. So that was the very first time I did a pregnancy test myself, and it came out positive, and I was just like, hallelujah, and you know, you saw my reaction or whatever. So after my husband got off work, we had to go to the store, and so I told him, I said, let's tell your mom, because his mom has been hounding him for the past, this entire year, like, what's going on? When are you going to put a butt in that oven? She's been like hounding him. And I said, please tell your mother. And he wanted to wait till Christmas, but I was just like, no, don't make her wait that long. You know, just tell her so she could be, you know, happy, you know. And that lady screamed so loud. She was so happy. She was just like, she was very, very happy. Like, it made my heart smile, you know, with her, you know, reaction of everything. She was so happy, so very happy. And so, you know, then when I got home, I took the pregnancy test was still positive, and so I showed it to my husband. And then later on that night, he's like, can you take another one? I mean, because, you know, we have been through so, when you take so many pregnancy tests that are like negative, you just want to keep taking them. And so I was taking pregnancy tests all weekend long. He was just like walking around with the test. I feel like I'm in a dream. I feel like I'm in a dream. I was just like, well, wake up! My husband is very, 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 very happy. And so he was just like on cloud a million. He was very, very happy, and so was I. So aside from all of that, let's get into this pregnancy. Now today I am exactly 5 weeks pregnant, 5 weeks and 0 days. I just turned 5 weeks today, and let me tell you, I have been sick since the day I found out. And I'm laughing because I don't care. I'm just like, I'm just so grateful to be pregnant. Like, let me tell you something about these pregnancy vlogs, y'all. There's not going to be an ounce of complaining coming from my end on anything. I'm just going to let y'all know what I'm going through and go from there. But there's not going to be, you're not going to hear me whining and complaining and griping about stuff, because that's just not. I'm so grateful. You just don't know. When you are on the brink of, like, you know, not being able to have kids, you're not going to hear a whole bunch of complaining from me. So anyway, my weeks switch over on Thursday, and so every Thursday I'll make a new pregnancy vlog and everything like that. Now, I know all of the popular pregnancy vlogs, everybody does belly shots and they do this stuff or whatever, but I'm a little bit different. And I say I'm a little bit different because I am extremely conservative, very, very, very conservative, and I just don't think it's kind of cool to be like showing off your stomach and being all, you know, whatever the case may be. It ain't got nothing to do with size, honey, because boom, it don't have nothing to do with size at all. Even though I'm not sexy slim and got a six-pack and a real, you know, small waist and all that other stuff like that, and that's not even the reason either. I just don't do that. That's just not my thing. So now I put on a real, you know, fitted cami and show y'all that way, but you won't see any bare belly. Probably I might show, you know, later on in the pregnancy, like when I'm about to give birth, I'll show you how big I am. But belly shots will be done, you know, with clothes on. If you don't like it, there's tons of videos out there where people are showing off their stomach, and you can go watch that. Everybody don't aim with that. Everybody don't do that. You feel me? And I don't have nothing against that people that do. It's their decision, it's their video, and it's their channel. They can do what they want. But me personally, I ain't gonna do it. So please don't ask to see my stomach, because number one, it's misleading, because I already have a belly, because I am 253 pounds. I have a belly. So me showing you my stomach is really not gonna give you an accurate view of where my pregnancy is, because I already have a belly. And number two, I'm bloated as hell, so my stomach looks a lot bigger than it's supposed to. So I'll do, one today, because I want to show you guys, how I'm going to be dressing myself and this and that and third and all that. So we're going to discuss a little bit about the pregnancy. So we're going to discuss pregnancy weeks 4 and 5. I'm sorry, y'all, my sinuses are like acting dumb. I don't know what's going on. So now I have gotten, like, since I found out I was pregnant on Friday, last week Friday, every single day after that, I have been getting a new symptom. I get a new symptom every single day. And I've been getting the nausea. I had constipation one time, and that was the first day I found out, because I was so excited and the adrenaline was so high. I didn't really eat like I was supposed to. Like, I ate small. It wasn't that big of a deal. I didn't eat lunch, and so my stomach was all in a whack because I didn't eat lunch really, because I was so excited about what was going on. I was just all over the place. And so that happened one time, and it never happened again, because I got on the ball right then and there. And so I make sure for breakfast I have oatmeal and warm milk and my prenatal vitamin. And then, like, my mid-morning, because I eat breakfast probably like maybe 7 a.m. So by like 11 o'clock, I'll have a bowl of cornflakes, and I'll drink that with some cold water with lemon. No sugar. And then for probably around like 2 o'clock, 2:30, I'll have a bowl of fruit, yogurt, and some lemon water. Now, I had to research tea, because I used to drink tea a lot before I found out. And from what I understand, there is no real evidence that says if tea is exactly healthy. Herbal tea is exactly healthy. And so, since there is no definitive answer, we just won't be drinking tea at all. So we don't drink tea. I gave all my tea away. And I had just bought tea too. Mad about that. So, frequent urination. Let me tell you something about this frequent urination business. Frequent urination is an understatement. Let me tell you how much I pee. Picture going to the bathroom, getting up, washing your hands, walking out the door, and having to turn back around and go back to the bathroom. That's how much I pee. I pee twice in one sitting. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I pee twice in one sitting. And sometimes I just sit there, and I don't get the feeling again until I turn on the water, and I think the water is doing it. Because after I wash my hands, I have to go back to the bathroom. It was so bad yesterday. I had drank some water, some lemon water, and I said, well, let me try to pee at least twice before I leave, and peed twice, back to back, got in the car, got down the street, and had to pee again. I was like, no. I was like, oh, man, boy, this is crazy. So I'm not complaining about it. It's all good, whatever, It's just a part of it. Second, I've been having a tough time sleeping. Sleeping has been like the worst, because it seems like I feel a lot better. My symptoms are not as pronounced in the daytime than it is at nighttime. Nighttime, I feel horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. I am no good to nobody at nighttime. And I get up at least 3 or 4 times a night. Sorry, y'all, my nose is like bothering me. I get up like 3 or 4 times in the nighttime, and it's just crazy. My husband was like all worried about me because I was just going to the bathroom back and forth, peeing. And then I was, I had a lot of like abdominal discomfort, and I won't say cramps. When you say cramps, people just start thinking about negativity. It wasn't cramps. It's like a dullness, like a pulling and a stretching. That's what it felt like. It's an abdominal discomfort. There's no sharp pains, none of that. It's just a dull discomfort. That's how I can describe it. And I only get it at nighttime. In the morning time, I'm okay. I have, my frequent urination, slight headaches, and, all of my symptoms are not as exaggerated than it is at nighttime in the morning time. So that has been, what I've been dealing with. My belly is like straight up on bloat mode. It's bloated, it sticks out, there's nothing I can do about it, and I'm just rolling with it. I don't care. I'm just rolling with it. And so I have been doing a great job eating like this. I haven't eaten this well, and I've like become so regimented because that's just who I am. I just want to do everything right. Like when you get a gift as valuable as this, you want to do everything right. And I have been doing like a sick amount of research on what's going on with me at this stage in pregnancy. And I honestly think that if people knew what was actually going on, they would actually treat their bodies a little bit better and eat a little bit more healthier, because so much of the most important organs are being formed right now. The brain, the spinal cord, the heart is already beating and, becoming defined in its chambers where it's supposed to go. And so why would you just, people worry about showing when you start showing. No, you need to be on top of your game before you start showing. And so I have been eating so well. My husband, it wasn't my husband and I decided that I didn't want to have any sex for the remainder of the first trimester, and the doctor did recommend that we don't have sex for the first trimester, and I get it. And because my husband is extremely well endowed, I don't want to mess nothing up. I don't want to hurt anything. And to be honest with you, I feel so horrible. I don't have no feelings. Like, I don't have any sex drive right now. So I don't even want to be bothered with him sometimes. Get on my nerves. I have mood swings too. He get on my damn nerves. Like, get away from me. Oh yeah. And and it's not even breast tenderness. I have nipple tenderness. It's the nipples that hurt. Woo! They hurt real bad. Like, since I found that I was pregnant, I've been wearing sports bras. And even that, I not only wear sports bras when I go out of the house. When I come home, I snatch some suckers off and let it hang, because they hurt so much. And my husband is like a touchy-feely type person. He almost got slapped a couple of times, and I was like, you cannot mess with my breasts right now. They hurt. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. But when is it going to stop? Like, he just want to know. when is this going to be over? I said, well, hopefully in the second trimester, everything slows down. But right now, just leave me the hell alone. I said just like that. Because I be irritated, y'all. Like, you grabbing on stuff and I'm already hurting. I'm already uncomfortable, mad, and just like sick. And you trying to grab on stuff. Grab on yourself. So yeah, and so yeah, I have been having a little bit of mood swings. I ain't even gonna lie. And I'm already a moody and emotional person as it is, so you know how that goes. So what I have been doing is taking my prenatal vitamins, and of course the most important thing that I have been using right now is my natural progesterone cream. Now, a lot of people are like, why do you use a progesterone cream or whatever the case may be? Well, because, and I'll tell you a little bit about progesterone cream. Progesterone is a natural hormone that, the body is supposed to naturally produce to help you maintain your pregnancy and stuff like that. Now, a lot of people experience early miscarriages because they have a deficiency or extremely low progesterone, and they have no clue, because a lot of times they don't get to go to the doctor between 8 to 10 weeks. Some doctors won't see you before 8 to 10 weeks. And so you're pretty much on your own, and you have no clue that you're not producing the progesterone and you end up losing the pregnancy. So honey, we not playing. We keeping this. I'm holding on to this kid with both hands. You ain't going nowhere. So I'll tell you a little bit about what natural progesterone cream does, okay? Natural progesterone cream maintains the lining of the uterus, which makes the fertilized egg attach and survive. It prevents the immune rejection of the developing baby as well. It helps the body use fat for energy during pregnancy. It prevents secondary sexual development. It normalizes blood clotting. Natural progesterone cream can help to supplement your body's own progesterone levels and lead you back to the state of natural balance. Natural progesterone cream comes from the plant fats and oils called diogenin, which is extracted either from Mexican wild yams or soybeans. The most effective way to use natural progesterone cream is by rubbing it in the skin into the underlying fat, which helps slowly to allow progesterone into the blood. And so what you do, you just find a flat surface, either on your wrist, the flat surface of your arm, your inner leg area where your knee and your knees and joints meet, the top of your foot. You could rub it on your face or your chest or your breast or whatever. Just a flat surface on your body. And of course you have to rotate where you rub the cream on so that you can get the maximum amount of progesterone. The pills that they have are fine, but because they get filtered out by the liver, you don't get the full impact of progesterone that you would in cream form, because the cream gets automatically absorbed in the skin and it goes directly into the bloodstream. It doesn't get filtered by anything. So you have to use it twice a day. It's best to use it twice a day. I use it every 12 hours. Every 12 hours I put it on two different body parts every 12 hours. That's what I do. Alright. The progesterone is responsible for creating a healthy environment in the womb by maintaining the uterine lining. It also reduces the chances of blood clots and the immune system responding to the fetus as if it were a foreign substance. Progesterone is one of the main pregnancy hormones. So you need progesterone. If you want to keep your pregnancy, I suggest you get you some progesterone cream. Now, listen, go to your doctor, get the information that you need first. Don't take nothing that I say as gospel. This is what I am doing for me. This is what's working for me. And I don't have an issue with progesterone. I just want to make sure that this pregnancy stays viable, that we keep it, it grows, and we have a healthy pregnancy. So whatever I have to do, I will do. And progesterone is something that I'm doing right now. And you can use progesterone cream up until your 35th week of pregnancy, which is what I am going to do. So I don't want to take any chances with this pregnancy because I done worked so hard, I done suffered so long, and we keeping this baby. So yeah. I'm just like taking it all in. It's just such a great blessing, and I'm just so very grateful. I'm just extremely and utterly grateful, for this blessing. And my family is just like overjoyed. We haven't told anybody other than our immediate family because they are the ones that understood the struggle that we were going through. We won't tell, mainstream people and we won't go what they call Facebook official or tell the entire world until we're in the second trimester. Then we'll share it with others. But for right now, only our immediate family knows. So, and I think that's perfectly fine because if something happens, you have that support system, but we're not even going to think that way. Now, one thing I can tell you, one of my friends who's pregnant, and one of the advices that she, people going to give you a bunch of advice, but this advice, I appreciate it, and this advice I will pass on to you all because I know there are some of you that have gotten your BFP the same time or a month or two before I have. Please, please, please do not allow people to speak negativity into your life, into your system, don't let them speak it around you, because people will always have something negative to say. Yes, miscarriages happen, but that don't mean it's going to happen to you. Keep it to yourself. People always have to say something, that's negative. Don't allow people to speak miscarriage over you. The devil is a lie. I rebuke that foolishness, because I had one person start to say something in regards to miscarriage, and I was like, ooh, boop, shut up. Keep your mouth shut. If you don't have nothing nice to say, keep it closed. Don't say nothing. If you can't say congratulations and leave it at that, keep your mouth closed. Don't say nothing else. And that goes for this channel as well. Anybody that say anything remotely negative that I don't, because I'm already on edge, because I'm moody and everything, you will get deleted and blocked. I'm not even going to waste time. And you might get told a couple of things. Don't play with people in their miracle, because you don't know what God has in store for them. No child is a mistake. No child. Everybody who has been conceived was conceived for a purpose. Everything happens for a reason. We all know what the risks are. We all know that things can happen, but it's not for you to just kill somebody's dream or hurt somebody's feelings because you feel like you have to say something. So that crap, if I could give you any advice, and I've only been pregnant for, I've only known I've been pregnant for like a month and a week. So don't allow people to speak negativity about anything. I just decree and declare we are all going to have our babies, and we are going to be fine. Our pregnancies are going to go smooth. As far as being sick or whatever, as long as I'm sick, I know everything is fine. And that's how I feel. Yesterday, I had the best days since I found out I was pregnant. I didn't feel anything. No sickness, no nothing. And I started to get... Sorry, y'all. My camera shut off on me. Yeah, I started to get scared because I thought that, oh man, I don't have any symptoms, something must be wrong. But that night, last night, ooh, horrible. It all came back smack dab like, you want it, here you go, boom. So I feel like, we go through our cycles. When we did have our periods, we knew what was coming every single month. We knew we were going to have cramps. We knew we were going to have bloating. We knew we were going to have all these different symptoms, and we just roll with it. It's the same thing with pregnancy. Pregnancy is uncomfortable. You're growing another person in your body. Okay, that's just what it is. You just got to deal with it, suck it up, and get through it. That's it. Whatever you got to do to get through it, get through it. Some people just, I don't care for people who just sit and complain and whine and cry, and then they keep having kids. It's like, okay, if it's so horrible, stop having children. It's so terrible. But like I told my doctor, bring it, honey. Bring on the nausea. Bring on the back pain, because I've been having back pain too. Give it to me. I'll take it, honey, because this is what I prayed for. And so whatever you got, you give it to me. If it's helping my child grow strong and grow, in my womb, then I will just suck it up. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big thing to me. I am just grateful and overjoyed that I am pregnant, honey. So that's all I got to say about that. So yeah, but I forgot all the other stuff I was going to tell y'all, but this video is almost like an hour long, so y'all should have known. But my other vlogs won't be as long. But I'll try to vlog, when I go to the doctor and stuff like that. But, I'll ask permission or whatever. And then I'm going to be going with my mom. My first appointment, I'm going to be going with my mother. So, I would love to vlog like the other folks vlog, but everybody's family's not into that, And the first thing, every time my mother sees my camera, she's just like, I hope this is not going on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really vlog around her because she's going to have something to say about it. Which rightfully, because everybody don't want to be on YouTube, And we have to respect that. Us vloggers, we have to respect that everybody does not want to be on YouTube. So I'll try, some visits I was going to take my friend, with me, because I'm going to have him during the day and my husband can't go and I don't really want to go by myself. So, my friend will go with me and I'll vlog with her because she doesn't mind, but when I'm going to the doctor with my mom or whatever, I'll refrain from vlogging. And plus, I don't know if the doctor is cool with it. I'll just bring the camera, and if they say, oh, you can't have it, then I'll just go ahead and turn it off. So yeah, I'll try to vlog it. But yeah, so my appointment is going to be January the 9th, and the insurance company I have to call. I called them, and the lady told me that my plan is going to change because of the pregnancy, and so I have to call back after the 1st to let them know. And then when I go to the doctor, I have to get documentation that confirms that I am pregnant, so that they can change my insurance plan. So yeah, that's just pretty much it. So I wanted to go ahead and show y'all, what, how I'm gonna be dressing myself, and it ain't nothing big and fancy, honey. I'm super conservative and low key, because when you're as big as I am and all of your body parts are very pronounced and stuff, it's really not no point to like have all your breasts out and everything out. I just wasn't raised that way. It's just cover it up. I mean, they can see them, honey. They big already. You can't miss them. You can't miss mine. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna show y'all my outfit of the day. And I bought a ton of like jeggings or leggings, and I got them like 2 sizes bigger, so that as I grow, I'll be able to fit them and be comfortable. And I'm also gonna get the belly band, so I can keep wearing some of my stuff, for as long as I can. And then I'll, as I grow, see how my body, grows, I'll then get some maternity wear, because I just can't get maternity wear in advance, because I don't want it to look weird on me if I grow more breast wise than belly wise, because that usually is what happens with pregnant women. Some pregnant women just get big all over, and that might be my thing. But I'll start back exercising in the 2nd trimester. So in the 2nd trimester, I'll resume all regular activity. We'll resume all regular sexual activity and working out, but I'll just be doing walking. Will no longer run, but I'll definitely be on the elliptical, and I'll walk. So that's really, because we ain't having no C-section around this piece, so yeah. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Oh yeah, I know when I get up and show you, y'all gonna see that I do have cats. Please don't be alarmed. Please don't send me a bunch of information about the that disease that you can get or whatever. My cats are house cats. They have been house cats since they came to me at 5 weeks old. My husband changed the kitty litter box. I don't go near it. My cats are very, very clean, and yeah, that's it. They're not gonna bother nobody. So I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna go right now and show y'all. Go to the mirror and show y'all what I'm gonna be wearing. What I'm wearing today. Let me fix it up a little bit. There you go. And so this is what I am wearing. This is with my jeggings or whatever. I have on house shoes, and this is what I look like. Of course my breasts are bigger than everything, and I have on a black camisole. So, and that's it. This is me. This is me from the side. So, and see, I'm bloated as hell. So, and that's just it. So, let's go back in the room. Oh, I'm going to show y'all Charlie and Sam. And there's Charlie. So you can see him. Say hi, Charlie! And then that's Sam. Like, I'm trying to sleep here. So yeah. Oh man. So that's pretty much it. So let me know what y'all think. I know this video was long, but I had to, tell y'all what was going on from the beginning. For all my wonderful new subscribers, and yeah. So I will talk to you guys for week 6. I turned 6 weeks the day after Christmas. So I'll do a vlog next week, and we'll discuss what's happening in that for that week, okay? Talk to you guys later, and thank you for all of your congratulations, all of your, celebratory words, and all of your words of wisdom, and just encouragement, and just being happy for me. I mean, it means so much much to me that you guys are so happy for me, and I am overjoyed to share this journey with you all, because you've been there throughout the struggles and throughout all the bad. And so now that we got what we have been working for, you know, I'm going to bring you guys on this journey with me, and I'll do the best that I can, you know, to include you guys in this journey. Okay, so I will talk to you later. Peace and hair grease. Bye.